Today's Monday, it's the 10th of March, it's 2025, and we're now in Sa Coma. We've just been to Siliot and we've now come over to Sa Coma, and we're just right on the beach. You don't usually catch us here, not very often. And now I can actually see some of these jellyfish that have been causing all of the issues on the beaches on this side of the island. They're just tiny little sail jellyfish, this sort of purplish colour, and they're all along the shoreline, and then beyond all of this is where they've been blown and washed up. Last time we were here, that's the hotel we were in. It was the Hip Hotel, and it was a lovely hotel right on the beach, perfect position. And then before that we stayed in the hotel just behind. Well, this time we're actually on more on the Calabona side, which is much further that way, and this is going to get her feet wet if she's careful. Wave nearly got her there. The weather's been terrible up until today, and we've now got some blue sky, but I've just had a phone call from John, a friend of ours, and he says his way it's thundering and lightning. He's in the middle of the island, actually much closer to the mountains of the Tramontana than us, and we can see the black clouds up there. Well, let's not focus on that because it's much more pleasant looking at the blue sky over on this side. Still quite a few waves though. It was a bit quieter in Siliot. And now I'm walking through the remains of all of these jellyfish. Millions of them. An unusual sight is to see that the parking here down by the sea has no cars in it. In fact, there's more cars in the street up above.
I've just got my look at your feet now.
I'm going for his feet are now covered in sand. I think I need a little walk in the grass. I might get it off along the promenade. Oops, it says don't walk on the grass. Just getting rid of the sand, mate. Last time we came, we walked along this promenade, and this was the first place we stopped off for a drink. Not open yet. A lovely wide promenade. And we've got this sort of a duney area just at the back of it, and this is what they're planning, I think, for Magaluf. They won't have pine trees in it though, it'll be palm trees, which is what you need. But a nice little area. I hope they put some ropes on it like this just to discourage people from going in it, and let the plants stabilize the sand and create a little duney area. A little bit of a windbreak. Anita's still cleaning the sand off her shoes. It's a nice little break between the sand and the sea and the promenade. Adds a little bit of green to it. Now I've got some palm trees on this side.
And some pine trees.
Yeah, the problem with the pine trees, particularly this type of pine tree, and you can see up there is a nest of the processionary caterpillars right above the gym. Oh yes, I did have a go at the gym just while we're in Siliot. We found one along there.
It's not just the caterpillars, it's the yellow pollen as well, isn't it?
This time of the year we get the pine pollen, which is a yellow, very fine yellow dust. And well, anyone with allergies, it's quite nasty. And well, usually we have a few storms and it washes it all away pretty quickly. We haven't had here, well, where we've been, we've not had the heavy rains, but John's just telling me over in his area they've got this storm now. And blue sky here seems to be getting more and more blue. So
this is the nicest day we've had so far, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Sun's shining. The headland that you can see going out with the forest is where we went for a walk to the lookout point, the castle type building. And it's a lovely walk, particularly I guess when it's really quite sunny. It means you can get out to the sun in the shade of the trees. And we use this car park. There's a few more cars here today. And last time we came, there weren't many more cars than there are now, but one of them, whoever parked the car left it and left the door wide open. And we came back much later and it was still there wide open.
This place was open as well.
And the coffee bar's open here. There's the black clouds up above, and blue sky behind. And that's the path, I think, that takes you off up into the woods. Burger King not open yet. In fact, I'm not expecting to see very much open.
I am hoping some shops open.
Anita's open for shops. I think Sa Coma is going to be fairly dead, dear. This is the taxi rank across the road and not a taxi to be seen. As we were entering the hotel yesterday, there was a rather distressed young lady who's told Anita that her Uber failed to turn up to take her to the airport. So the hotel been calling her a taxi. So they still had about 3 hours. So as long as the taxi came in time and they'd be able to get to the airport. So, yeah, not a lot open down here. It's always interesting to see these places though in the off season and just how quiet it is. The calm before the storm, I suppose. A little Spar supermarket over there is open, and the tobacco shop, of course. They're always open. It is by far the best day we've had. The temperature's not too bad. I've had to take my jacket off. I've had to take my jumper off.
Well, I've taken my scarf and my gloves off, so.
And you got your coat open as well. Good sign.
Rubber tree here.
Yeah. Small leaves, aren't they? So I think it was much more lively than when we came last, and a lot of these shops were actually open.
I think it was the end of the season then.
Yeah, I think we came at the end of the season, so sort of October, going into November maybe. We haven't yet had a little walk in the town of Calamillo, which I think might be a little bit more busy. They've got some bigger shops there.
We do that.
And there's a lot more of the hotels open. So I think we'll probably just head back towards the car and then make our way into Calamillo, find somewhere to go for a coffee. Because I don't think we're going to get much luck anywhere here.
Many of the hotels are open here anyway, aren't they?
It doesn't look so much in the way of hotels open at all. Perhaps you need to have a look to see when they're open, see if we can get a weekend away or something when the hotels are open.
Mm-hmm.
Probably around Easter time. Got a bit of a busy time though, because we've got a trip planned before Easter.
And then Angela's coming.
And then we've got Angela.
Our lonesome little car down there.
It is our lonesome little car right at the end, all on its own. Well, we've still got some blue sky behind us.
Very grey in front.
Grey in front, I'm afraid. We're going to make our way back to the car and then see if we can get to somewhere in Calamillo for a coffee. So thanks very much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.